Jazz hands, jazz hands, jazz hands. I tell you, some people, you should not give them the microphone. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Great morning. We are all here together. I'm so excited. Grand rising to us all. I am Arne. I'm your host for this Tuesday morning edition of Daily Antidote of Song, which is lovingly brought to you by the wonderful folks over at Carpe Diem Arts. Give them a hand. You come here every day. You eat. So give it back. All right. Today is March 1, and that means we are celebrating Women's History Month all month long, actually, here at Daily Antidote. We've got a very special guest in the room this morning who I'll get to after we say greetings to our Facebook Live family. Let them know. We appreciate them. Glad you're here. And then let's wave to each other. Come on. Each other. Show each other love. Up, down, side to side. All of that. All right. Let's all take a breath. And I have to always start with my friend who's not in the room today, Joe Rossi. But let's say hello to Joe, wherever she is in the world. Busy Graham, I don't see her, but let's say hello to her. We've got Jaden, who is here behind the scenes. Let's say hi to Jaden. And of course, my personal guru of style, our Zoom guru for the day, Katie. Give it up to Katie. And I'm serious. She really did style me today. She really did. All right. If there are any new people in the room, please feel free to identify yourself in the chat. We don't bite. Just put your first name, where you're visiting from, how you found us, and we'll be happy to welcome you in. All right, let's get started with these Zoomers in the room. The Zoomers in the room, the Zoomers in the room. Say hi to Simke in Maryland. Annette, I see ya. And Phil and Pauline in Newcastle. You're not in a bar this morning. Shucks. Okay. I'm teasing. He's in a whole nother time zone. Good to see you, Phil. Thank you for bringing Pauline with you. We got Becky in BC, in British Columbia, and Deborah in Kentucky. Hey, and there's Amanda and Miles in Michigan. And there's Sue and Christiana in Maryland, and Arlene up this morning in Berkeley. We got Deli, I see you, and Susan G. Dan Walker in Vienna, VA, and there's Bonnie in Boise, Jenny in Suffolk, Brian and Julie in Toronto, Anne in Nashville, Steve and Michelle and Cricket, and Nancy with the moo cow, Kathy in Virginia, Caroline in DC, hey, Sarah in Texas, and Aloysius all over the world. And they're moving fast. Kate in Charlottesville, Gary Pausner, I see you. Mabel with that dancing rocket bear. I love that. In Maryland, in Massachusetts, Anne in Maryland, and Jane in Texas, and Jim in New York City. And there's Robin. I see you, Robin, in Maryland. And Kath almost in the UK. Keep that mask on. Ralph in Victoria, Jaden in Silver Spring, and there's Cliff in Vermont, and Hoda in BC. Hey, Hoda. And the Curly Tops. It's the Curly Tops. The curly, 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 curly tops. And there's Fred in Silver Spring, and he's got a new background. He's representing DC Labor. That's all I can see. And then there's Kate in the south of France. And we got Ruth in Birmingham. Ruth got to where she needed to safely. Good for you, Ruth. Kath, almost in the UK. Elena, Bronwyn in Victoria. And in Knoxville, we've got Diane and Sandy E. in North Carolina. Loriana and company. Amos and Bob on the iPhone. LMG, Gary, Jane G, Susan Miller. It's moving. Stop it. Kate the Wanderer, and Robert, and Isabel, and Jennifer, and Karen's iPhone. And there's Busy Graham, everybody. And Gay Smith. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to the Daily Antidote of Song. I think I'm going to come up with a song for this one of these days. Anyway, so glad to see everybody here. It's Fat Tuesday, y'all. And as I mentioned, we are officially celebrating Women's History today and all month long at Daily Antidote of Song. Our very special guest today is a gifted mezzo-soprano who was first introduced to the Daily Antidote of Song community by Larry Gordon of Village Harmony. She is a member of a variety of singing ensembles where her solo work includes songs from Renaissance polyphony to Bjork. Really? I'm looking forward to this conversation. Everybody, please put your hands together and welcome today's guest, Sophie Michaux. Yay!
Hi everyone! Wow, wow, wow. What a
Good morning.
I am full of smiles. My cheeks are already hurting.
I love it. Good morning. So we know your cheeks are hurting, but how else are you today? How else are you doing?
So happy to be here. So happy to see you all, to see you from everywhere and just share one of my favorite songs with you that I hope you will like as well.
Fantastic. Okay, so tell us about this song that you've chosen to share this morning.
Yeah. This is Nothing But the Water by a song by Grace Potter and the Nocturnals. It's Grace Potter and the Nocturnals is a Vermont-based group, and I was introduced to this song by one of my best friends, Sora, who sometimes I think comes. Sora Harris Vincent, and she comes to the Daily Antidote, and I just love this song. Let's just jump in, and then we can chat more about it. It's what I love about this song is that it's an a cappella song, and it's a duo that you can either sing on your I mean, you can sing it on your own and it sounds amazing. And then if you have a partner in song that you can harmonize with, it's even more fun. So let's just jump right in.
Is there a part that you can teach us that we can sing along to?
So I'll just teach the melody, and eventually, what I will do is I'll just sing the harmony, and you can sing against me, and I'll teach, and then I might teach a little bit of the harmony. It's pretty simple, but just go with me with the, just learn the melody together, and we will, you'll be steps ahead for learning the harmony. Okay, so here we go. I'm doing in this key. Let's see. So I'll just sing the first verse and the first chorus, so you get a sense of how it goes. I have seen what man can do when the evil lives inside of you. Many are the weak and the strong are few, but with the water we'll start anew. Chorus. Take me down to the levy, take me down to the stream, take me down to the water, we're gonna wash our souls clean. Take me down to the river, take me down to the lake, yes, we'll all go together, we're gonna do it for the good Lord's sake. So that's the chorus and the first verse. A lot of it will be pretty familiar with some of the musical language might feel familiar to you, and we'll just go phrase by phrase. So what I'll do is I'll sing it first, and then I'll sing it a second time. I encourage you to listen first so you can hear the subtleties, and then jump in. So let's just, you know what? I'm just going to take it a tiny bit lower. How about this? Yeah. Yes, Caroline, I hear perfect song for these times. I have seen what man can do. I have seen what man can do. Let's do that again. Listen. I have seen what man can do. Your turn. I have seen what man can do. Second phrase. When the evil lives inside of you. When the evil lives inside of you. Let's do those two phrases. I have seen what man can do. When the evil lives inside of you. Next phrase. Many are the weak and the strong are few. You got that one. Sing it again. Many are the weak and the strong are few. Next phrase. But with the water, we'll start anew. That one again. But with the water, we'll start anew. That's a really, really fun one, especially for rhythmic. But with the water, we'll start anew. Let's do that whole verse. Here we go. I have seen what man can do when the evil lives inside of you. Many other weak and strong are few, but with the water, we'll start anew. Yes, Storm, thank you for correcting that awful typo. Many other weak and the strong are you. Ah, Lordy Lord. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate catching the human mistakes that and perhaps technological mistakes. So I hope that starts to feel good. Perhaps what we could do is that I'll just go over the harmony part. It feels a little bit more like a drone. So I'll just do that, and maybe you can try sing the melody with that. So I have seen, that's where you start, and the drone goes like this, and I have seen what man can do when the evil lives inside of you. Many are the weak and the strong are few, but with the water we'll start anew. Pretty straightforward. I bet you got it. You could have figured it out. You could have found a different harmony, but that is the one that Grace Potter and the Nocturnals do. So take it with a grain of salt, make it your own, learn it, change it. This is the fun part about Zoom. So let's go to the chorus now. Here we go. So the chorus, take me down to the levy, take me down to the stream. Let's do that again. And take me down to the levy, take me down to the stream, take me down to the water. We're gonna wash our souls clean. Let's just do, we're gonna wash our souls clean. We're gonna wash our souls clean. Let's do those first 4 lines. Here we go. Take me down to the levee, take me down to the stream, take me down to the water. We're gonna wash our souls clean. Let's go. Take me down, next part, to the river. Take me down to the lake. Yes, we'll all go together. We're gonna do it for the good Lord's sake. Yeah, let's just go over that last. We're gonna do it for the good Lord's sake. There's a tiny bit longer on Lord. We're gonna do it for the, we're gonna do it for the good Lord's sake. A little bit of a variation there. Yeah. So the fun part with this is that if you sing it as a duo, the part Take Me Down can be sung with 2 parts, and then the soloist sings to the levee. So the harmony part goes, instead of take me down, every time it goes, take me down to the stream, take me down to the water. And then unison, we're gonna wash our souls clean. So let's do that. You guys sing I'll sing the melody first, and we'll do the same thing, just those first 4 lines. And the first time I'll do the melody, the second time I'll do the harmony. Okay, so here we go. Melody first. And take me down to the levee, take me down to the stream, take me down to the water. We're gonna wash our souls clean. So that is the melody. Here's the harmony. Take me down, and the harmony goes, take me down, take me down, take me down. We're gonna wash our souls clean. Yeah, how did that feel? Hopefully, yeah, I loved singing in duets and harmonies with you, and some of you I see are in duets so you could sing together. How lucky you are. Okay. Okay. And now the second half of that, the river lake, is almost the exact same for the harmony. Take me down. Keep same thing. Take me down. And then, yes, we'll all go together, also unison. But then the last one, we're gonna do it for the good Lord's sake, is the harmony. So let's practice that. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it for the good Lord's sake. So we start unison. We're gonna do it for the good Lord's sake. And enjoy the tension that goes on. Okay, so let me just sing the melody once to remind you of how that goes, and then I'll do the harmony once for those last four parts. So the last four lines. Take me down to the river. Melody. Take me down to the river. Take me down to the lake. Take me, yes, oh, my fault. One more time. Take me down to the river. Take me down to the lake. Yes, we'll all go together. We're gonna do it for the good Lord's sake. That was the melody. Harmony part. Take me down. Take me down. Yes, we'll all go together. We're gonna do it for the good Lord's sake. What I love is just barely bending at the end. We're gonna do it for the good Lord's sake.
I love it. I love it. I think we got it. So if you could just do the whole thing down. I love how you're teaching this in the village harmony tradition. So just go through the whole thing and then make sure we got it up to the first chorus, and then we'll figure out the second verse and moving
Sounds
forward.
great.
All
Okay,
right, thank
here we go.
you.
I'll sing the melody. Have fun with the harmony. Here we go. I have seen what man can do when the evil lives inside of you. Many are the weak and the strong are few, but with the water we'll start anew. Won't you take me down to the levy? Take me down to the stream. Take me down to the water. We're gonna wash our souls clean. Take me down to the river. Take me down to the lake. Yes, we'll all go together. We're gonna do it for the good Lord's sake.
Keep going. We got it. I have fallen. Let's keep going.
I have fallen so many times for the devil, sweet cunning rhymes. This old world has brought me pain, but there's home for me again. Won't you take me down to the levee? Take me down to the stream. Take me down to the water. We're gonna wash our souls clean. Take me down to the river. Take me down to the lake. Yes, we'll all go together. We're gonna do it for good Lord's sake. Oh, and that last little section, if we have time, there's a chorus that just goes, tried my hand at the Bible, tried my hand. Oh, let's see, the melody goes like this. Tried my hand at the Bible. That the melody, you know. The harmony does a little extra thing, and it goes, tried my hand at the Bible, tried my hand at prayer, but there's nothing but the water is gonna bring my soul to bear. But there's nothing but the water is gonna bring my soul to bear. Yay!
All right, everybody. Put your hands together on that. Let's breathe all that goodness in. Sophie Michaux, so glad you're here. Why'd you select that song for this day?
To be honest, at first it was just what songs do I know that that are just really fun to sing that were written by women in English. What would be an easy, quick, really satisfying song to sing? And I thought of this song, and then as I was looking into the lyrics, I was like, wow, this feels. I don't
Feels
know.
kind of present. It feels kind of present. Feels kind of right now.
It does. It does. That's what's so amazing with music is that the world changes, and somehow music is always made fresh by
Absolutely.
our human experiences. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Grace Potter is definitely a contemporary artist, but your range is Renaissance to Bjork. What's up with that? Do tell.
Well, there's just too much great music out there. I have a hard time focusing. I really I got really excited about jazz as a teenager, but my father wanted me to get kind of a classical degree. He thought it would be more recognized, and so I was thrown into early music, Renaissance, Baroque, medieval music, to get a degree, and I ended up falling in love with it. So love that music, but I always have loved all kinds of beautiful voices in all different styles. And Björk is such a an incredible vocalist. I mean, and a performer. I think her soul pours out of her voice when she sings, and she's also such an eclectic, versatile singer. So I think I'm attracted to that too. A singer, an artist who loves all kinds of different things and tries to honor different traditions with her voice. So that's kind of what it is, and I love. I it's The truth is. Yeah, I feel like my favorite style of music is whatever I feel like I'm singing in that moment. It just feels like whatever. When you just dive into music, it just ends up being so fun no matter what. So that's that.
And of course, you get the costuming that goes along with it. Let's not front on that. The costuming is a big part. So you describe yourself as being a singing actor. Elaborate on what that is, what it involves, how the training goes with that.
Yeah. I mean, typically in classical music, there is a lot of opera. Is one of the styles that at first seemed like the main goal of a young singer is to be an opera singer. Then I very quickly realized that I love opera and I love a lot of other different styles too. One of the things with opera that I find really exciting is the opportunity to portray human experience, and I just feel like any style of music, be it opera or anything else, I think becomes more rich when you try to bring your own experience or your own or just your connection with humanity, no matter what it is. And if it applies to opera, that's great. If it applies to anything else, it's great. I think it's just getting into the sincerity of our human experience and trying to bring it out with whatever lyrics come out. So I never feel like I sing to sing just the music. Although when I listen, I only listen to the music and rhythm and harmony before I ever listen to the words. But eventually, when I'm working on a song, I get to a three levels higher once I get into the words and what human experience it represents.
So interesting. Speaking of opera, a lot of people think of it as a genre that's kind of frozen in time. You know, you've got these composers, Bach, Beethoven, Rossini, 17th, 18th century. This is all pre 20th century. You've had the opportunity to interpret a lot of modern and contemporary opera roles. What is new about opera?
What is new?
What is new?
Well, that's a great. I think we are living through really exciting times for music. I think we're starting to, in a lot of different styles, notice how other styles of music can really enrich and that all the styles enrich each other. So I think right now in classical music and in opera, I think there's a really big awakening to realize, oh, um, not only not only will we attract younger audiences and a more diverse audience if we somehow integrate a lot of the other incredibly rich musical styles, but also our music is going to be way more exciting that way. It's not only to attract the audience, but it will be much more rich. So there is a lot of new things going on. I went last fall to the first opera that was at the Met by an African American composer whose name right now is just slipping my mind, but Fire Up in My Bones, and a really, really incredible opera that takes from the experience of this composer and just brings it to the stage, and all of a sudden, opera is way more exciting because
Wow.
it integrates all of us, and well, it tries to at least. Anyway,
Oh, this is so good to know.
that's
So,
right. There's Blanchard. Thank you so much.
yeah. Talk about, please, the Lorelei Ensemble. You all are based in Boston. Maybe share a little bit of its origin and why the work is so important, especially during Women's History Month.
Yeah, great question. Lorelei is a professional vocal ensemble. We are 8 singers and a conductor, and the mission is to expand the repertoire for women's voices. And women's voices right now is a term that we're trying to figure out what that means and how we can what we want. So the idea is just because women for a long time we're not allowed to sing in the same ways that men were, and there's not a lot of repertoire that is actually for women's voices in the classical music especially. And so the idea is just to keep commissioning composers to write new pieces that integrate that not only by women composers, but that really feature the beauty of female voices and everything that could mean, the low range, the high range,
Mm.
the different colors that we have. And so the mission is just to make the repertoire bigger so that women's choirs can have a blast with great
That
music.
is so exciting. Yay, Lorelei. All right. Well, as you know, Larry Gordon is a very beloved member of this community. Tell us about your connection with him and his impact on you, I guess both professionally and personally.
Oh, yeah. Left where to start and what to say in a few sentences. But I think the main thing that I think of Larry was his one of the things that I loved about his programming with his Village Harmony concerts that he loved early music and loved a lot of different styles of music as you know, but he integrated classical music or especially early music in concerts with young teenagers and then adults and integrated classical music to all the other styles. And I feel that not only I felt like the classical music shined so beautifully sometimes in contrast to other styles, and then the other styles shined so well in contrast to the classical. It's just one other style of beautiful vocal music, and he didn't put those separately. He said all polyphony is beautiful. Let's hear it. Let's study it. And as teenagers going through and learning early music, sometimes it was more successful than others, I think, but at least it was just, I think something with early music, um, and perhaps with all music, is that the most fun is when you're actually doing it.
That's
Uh,
right. That's right.
Listening is one thing, but actually experiencing, learning it, and all of a sudden understanding the beauty and the complexity of it. So he did a great job with that. And then just his attitude of just let's do it and not think about all the complications that could be, just never letting himself be distracted by that. He wanted to do something and he
Wow.
did it, and I really
How
admire
old were you when you first encountered him?
I was a little bit older than a lot of young Village Harmony folks. I met him through my now husband when I was 23, but I went on 2 long 3-month tours with him and got to know him really well and loved
Wow.
him so much. Yeah, loved him.
Wow. Well, we're just letting everyone know here in the room that Daily Antidote of Song is working on a Village Harmony week-long tribute to him. Um, Information will be forthcoming. Stay close. Stay close. So, what you got going on, Sophie Michaux? What's coming up for you in 2022? Are you back in the world? What's happening?
Yeah, yeah. Things have slowly start to come back. A couple of different things. I'm about to do some Renaissance lute songs with a group, and then the week after that, I'm going to be with Lorelei, doing actually a Bjork song, but also some 17th century madrigals and some songs by Laura Imvula as well. So really nice program. In the fall, I'm going to be sorry. In the summer, early summer, doing a tour with Palver Palver Strings, which is an ensemble that does a lot of that's a self-directed string orchestra, and we're doing arrangements of songs by women, all around New England and New York. And the really exciting thing that I think is still with Lorelei. Lorelei co-commissioned a piece by a composer whose name is Julia Wolf. They co-commissioned this piece with the Boston Symphony Orchestra, Chicago Symphony Orchestra, San Francisco, Nashville, and National Symphony Orchestra. And we're doing a tour in the fall and spring this next season with a new piece that Julia Wolf wrote,
Mm,
celebrating the centennial of women's right to vote and everything that's around that
all right. All right.
topic.
And
But
so, how can we find you online so that we can support your work? Let me check if Katie has put the. I'm sure Katie will put her details in the chat.
yeah,
And
I have my classical website. I've separated them. I'm trying to find a way to put them all together, but there's more my classical website with early music and contemporary music, opera, and then I have a duo with my husband, and we sing French songs, French cabaret songs, and a lot of originals and
I love it.
American folk. And then Kulumba is kind of a village harmony inspired group, and we sing music from Corsica and Georgia and all that stuff, all
That
that
is
good
so
stuff.
exciting. That's so exciting. Okay, let's get back into nothing but the water. Let's do it once more. We'll do it from
Oh,
the top all the way down. Is
let's
that
do it.
cool?
That's great. Sounds great. Here we go.
All right, everybody take a breath. Remember your parts.
I have seen what man can do when the evil lives inside of you. Many are the weak and the strong are few. But with the water, we'll start anew. Won't you take me down to the levee? Take me down to the stream. Take me down to the water. We're gonna wash our souls clean. Take me down to the river. Me down to the lake. Yes, we'll all go together. We're gonna do it for the good Lord's sake. I have fallen so many times for the devil's sweet cunning rhymes. This old world has brought me pain, but there's hope for me again. I want you to take me down to the levee, take me down to the stream, take me down to the water. We're gonna wash our souls clean. Take me down to the river, take me down to the lake. Yes, we'll all go together. We're gonna do it for the good Lord's sake. I tried my hand at the Bible, tried my hand at prayer, but there's nothing but the water is gonna bring my soul to bear. But there's nothing but the water is gonna bring my soul to bear.
I got you on that last note.
I love it. Oh, wow.
Everybody, Sophie Michaux, give it up for her. Sophie Michaux.
Seeing all of you sing that way, my heart is full. Wow. Thank you
Yeah,
so much
yeah,
for singing with so
yeah.
much soul.
Thank you all. Let's breathe this in. Let's carry this throughout our day. Remember, when we have those opportunities to express love, where we might need to express love, or wherever we need to express, we can have this good warmth in our hearts. Oh, thank you so much for that, Sophie Michaux. Okay, a few announcements before we bring today's session to a close. There are some upcoming Carpe Diem events, which Katie will so magically drop the links into the chat. And we're gonna, when we end this right now, we're gonna have to end it. So, you ain't got to go home, but you're gonna have to get up out this room. Love you. Before I say our final goodbyes, again, extending an invitation to all new people, please put your name, your first name only, where you're from, and how you found Daily Antidote. And we'll make sure that we give you a special welcome as the days move forward. Okay, I think it's time to say goodbye to the Facebook Live family. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.